Hello everyone, I'm Pascal VA2PV Papa Victor. Today I just received my brand new Pipo X8 32 gig, which is actually the cheapest version you can get online for the Pipo PC. It does have 2 gig of RAM, just like the Pipo X9, which I demonstrate in the past in my video. It's actually the same spec, except it has a smaller screen, which is 7-inch instead of 9. So, if you compare both of the devices, you can see the difference in size. It's pretty much smaller. And if you want to dedicate a PC to your WireX software hotspot or NOD, and using the DV4mini simultaneously, this box can do both at the same time. It's actually, like I said, the same process power as the X9, and what it does, it's actually retail for around 105 USD, and if you compare to a Raspberry Pi hotspot with a touchscreen screen, and if you consider you have to buy the Wi-Fi dongle, well, actually it's not very much more expensive, but you don't have to play with Linux because this box is Windows 10 as well, and it also has dual boot with Android, just like the Pipo X9. But this box can run your NOD for WireX and your DV4mini at the same time. So if you want to compare the size, okay, just look, this is my FT1DR from Yaesu. So look at the difference in size between the Pipo X9 and X8 for those who have the MD380, so it's pretty small, and this is the ID31. So this is just about 2 or 3 times the size of a small HT like this, so it's very small, and you can see the DV4mini here. Just like the Pipo X9, the Pipo X8 has power button, volume, 2 USB port on the side, which is USB 2 port, and headphone. There's a small speaker as well. The Wi-Fi antenna is a lot larger on the Pipo X9. If you look in the back, you actually have the same thing. The TF card is a micro SD card that you can put in. 2 USB port, which is USB 2 as well. HDMI port, so that means you can connect an external monitor if you want. You have also, they call it a TV box just for that. It does have a LAN port of 10 and 100 megabyte, and you also have the DC port with both unit works on 12 volt DC. And the Wi-Fi is up to N. There's no AC Wi-Fi on this, but it's included in the box. If you look on the other side, you only have the speaker. In the bottom you have the vents. This is fanless unit. Both of unit doesn't have any fan, so that is pretty neat, because in the shack you won't hear a thing. It's just like the small hotspot like this. Also, if you look at the in the back, the Pipo X9 has some vent, a little bit more ventilation than the X8, which it could get pretty warm, but doesn't seem to cause any problem. So I will boot both devices. Plug it in. They're all the same. So if I boot the X9 and I'll boot the X8. So the dual boot, it's already selected on Windows 10. It will go to Windows 10 as soon as the timer's off. That's it, but I will accelerate by selecting it. Okay, we have the two devices side by side, which has the display have been put to the maximum of brightness. You can see that the Pipo X9 is a lot brighter than the X8. The X8 also has a smaller screen, but the smallest resolution for the screen. This one is full HD as a screen. So I'm gonna use this one for the Pipo X8. I'm gonna dedicate it to my Wire X node, also for my DV4mini hotspot. And I will use this one. You can use it in front of your radio. In my case, with my TS990, I can actually control the radio with it, but I can also do the digital mods with it. Both of this PC has an external HDMI port, and they have a lot of USB port, actually 4. So you can connect an external mouse and an external screen and an external keyboard. I use a wireless keyboard and wireless mouse. It makes it actually a full PC. And they just released a brand new version that I just noticed, which is the Pipo X9S. It does have a 64 gig. There's only one version available for now. You can see the link below in the comments. And this device that you can get now has a 4 gig of RAM instead of 2, and it does have a better processor. So actually with this version, not this one but the new one, you can it's more like a PC instead of a tablet. So but maybe this will be interesting for you. It's around 200 US, but for the job this around 100. This is pretty cheap. It's about the same price as a Raspberry Pi hotspot fully equipped. Having this device will be much more easier to set up a node for you guys if you're not familiar with Linux. So you can see this is the same processor. It does have the same gigahertz. It does have the same amount of RAM. It's to the 32 bits version for Windows. Perfect to run what we need to do in the shack, and not having to buy a laptop to create the node and have it open all the time. Fanless, no fan in there, so pretty quiet. Very nice device. So I hope you enjoy, and we'll catch you on the air pretty soon. 73.